how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
Young kids driving to school this morning at 7:04 in the a.m. I want you to turn up your radios. Parents, turn up your radios. I want the kids to hear this. Kids, I want you to know something. You are living right now as your parents who work so hard and tirelessly to send you to school, to feed you, to make sure that you're alive. You are living in the greatest era of Denver sports right now. Pro sports right now.
Combined.
This is it.
Yeah,
this is it. Now, we've had great Broncos runs. We've had great Avalanche runs. Nuggets, obviously. But all three combined, I'm not talking about the Rockies, mind you, because you're just not going to get all four.
Yeah.
You're just not.
It's tough.
But for those three playing right now, and those are the three, by the way, that they intersect seasons.
Yes.
The Avs, the Nuggets, and the Broncos, they intersect. You will not have it any better than now. Ever. Ever. Did you hear ever? Do you know what ever means? I've never seen it.
You know, the way that I describe them is they all have something that makes them championship caliber that is unique to their own teams. Like nobody else in the NHL has a McKinnon and McCarr, like both on the roster at the same time. They have good players. Like you can look to Edmonton and be like, all right, they got McJesus and they got Draisaitl and they got guys like that. You don't have McKinnon and McCarr. The Nuggets, they have Nikola Jokic. Nobody else has one of those. Sorry, just ours. And the Broncos have a defense that is unlike any other in the NFL, which you can give up 7 points, and that's enough for a win. You know what I mean? Like, no other team can say that, not even Houston, who has a very good defense. They don't have it like the Broncos do. They all have a sort of superpower.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The other reason why now is the best era of all time in Denver sports now, because we've never had MVPs who have already won MVPs playing like, again, MVPs.
Yeah.
Do you understand how rare this is? Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? I don't think you don't.
I think I do understand.
You don't appreciate this. I know Nelly. Look at Nelly. Nelly's just running around. He's not even perked up.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You people just driving around, mindlessly going to work. You don't understand. You don't appreciate it. You think that this happens all the time. You're riding around saying, yeah, going to work today, taking the kids to school. Like this happens. This doesn't happen.
The Altitude Daily. The Morning Sprint.
But really what's going on behind the scenes? Hey, Dayball's going to be done here pretty soon, isn't he? I love me a big media market. I love being in New York. And if there's a place that could pay me even more than $18.5 million per year, it would be in one of the two big NFL cities.
New York could make Sean Payton. I'm sure one of his goals is to be
$25
the
million
highest
head coach.
paying coach in sports, in North American sports.
$25 million?
Yes, which the Giants could make him. They would have to, though.
Trade.
They'd have
like
to.
John Gruden.
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out.
Yeah,
this
give me
sounds
this.
wild.
Walk me through this scenario. Walk me through this, so Broncos country doesn't think we're crazy.
We are. We are. I just ran this by one of the biggest New York Giants
I heard.
fans, and he's a big member of the national media, and he thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, he did.
Because they are the New York Giants franchise is dying for some maturity and some like field credibility.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody in the league right now that has more field credibility than Sean Payton, just over the long haul.
So how does this work out? So the Broncos finish this
If the
season.
Broncos go and finish out the season like we think they're going to probably have anywhere between 11 and 13 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
You have like say you're 11-6 or 13-4. That's a dang good year, man, with a second-year quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Payton has been the adult that restored a franchise back to relevancy.
You win your first game in the play. Say the Jags come to Denver, which is the matchup right now.
And you
beat
prove
the
that
Jags.
they are just a guy.
So then you have to face either whoever you got to face the Chargers, say, in the next round.
Okay. Say Jim Harbaugh gives him the business. Like
The
he
Broncos
has in 3 out of the 3 contests so far.
Lose that game. So the Broncos lose in the second round of the playoffs.
And say it's good defense and bad offense.
Right. It's like we've been seeing all season long. The Broncos had plenty of defense to win that game, but the offense let them down. The Chargers win. So
so hear me out.
Yeah. So what happens there?
The New York Giants are desperate for Bill Parcells. The reincarnation of Bill Parcells in New York.
Slim Shady.
So they offer
Slim Shani.
the Denver Broncos. They offer the Mara family, Tisch family, offer the next 2 years of first-round picks.
Ooh, the next 2?
2026 and 2027 first-round draft picks. And those are going to be premium.
Right now, it's the number 3 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
You'd have the number 3 pick in the draft if that happened.
The Altitude Daily. Polumbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
The footwork is a problem right now. I know we've harped on it a lot, but his feet are so jittery, man. He's just panicked in the pocket. There were just some weird throws that caused so many errant balls. You know, one, he's got his left foot behind his right foot, like he's crisscrossed, caused a deep overthrow. Another one, he's got his back foot off the ground for no reason. I mean, his right foot is off the ground. He's throwing off just his left foot. And to me, it looked like a guy that was frazzled, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he just couldn't get comfy in the pocket. It caused these errant throws. Like the one to Evan Ingram. I don't know if you remember, Evan Ingram was wide freaking open for a touchdown.
Yes.
And Bo Nix, I must have rewatched that play 8 times trying to figure out, did that ball get tipped? Did it get batted? Because how does he underthrow him by 7 yards, you know? Like just wild errant throws in that game that...
So there wasn't an unusual amount of pressure?
There was some more pressure in this game than there normally was. Part of that was when Quinn Miners went out and Calvin Throckmorton went in. Throckmorton was battling, but he gave up some pressures. He gave up some pressures that got in his face. But Bo was just panicked in his escapes. Sean has talked about this last week and now again today, that Bo has got to trust the timing in his head. And it's a good thing that he's not taking sacks, but it comes at the expense of not letting the plays develop. So the ball's getting out of his hands, or you're not getting through your progression, whatever it might be. You're not taking sacks, but you're also not trusting the time. And then, you know, you combine a bad performance from Bo Nix with just some weird play calls like that. Dan, cue up the Cortland Sutton trick play here, because this one was just like, what are we doing? It's 3rd and 1. You're in 4-down territory, meaning you could QB sneak it twice. You could QB sneak it once. You could hand the ball off, go up the A-gap. But instead, we scheme up some weird trick play to Cortland Sutton. There was an absolute miracle that Cortland Sutton was able to even catch this ball.
So it's kind of a blend of the two.
Trying to adjust to the outside, backwards pass. Now you've got Sutton, and he gets taken down. So a play that frankly looked badly designed and certainly badly executed.
And I think to the Raiders' credit, they were not fooled at all. I mean, in fact, Snowden does a good job of bringing him down, but the coverage downfield, there's nowhere to go for Cortland Sutton at all. So this drive will end on kind of, they try to trick him there on 3rd and short.
I think Sean explained that when that play works, it looks good.
When it works, it looks good. When it doesn't work, you say, hey, man, it's 3rd and 1.
Right.
You're in 4-down territory. QB sneak it twice. Hand it up the middle twice.
Right.
Do a bootleg with a little dart out of the backfield.
Right.
There's so many things you could do in that situation, but you took yourself out of 4-down territory by calling a stupid trick play. And not only was it a bad trick play, but it also was a great example of how rushed Bo Nix was in that game.
The Altitude Daily. Kretman and Lindahl.
Right now, who do you guys think gets the 1 seed? I'll start with Andy. Who will be the 1 seed in the AFC?
God, do I trust Andy is the question. Well,
Do you trust the Broncos?
Yeah.
I think it's really the question.
Well, this is also
That's all-
recency bias.
That
right?
is the subtext of the segment.
I trust the Broncos. We're sitting here before they play Kansas City. So right now I'm going to tell you I trust them to win the division.
Okay.
I think people are overreacting to the Buffalo loss yesterday. I feel like they got a run in them.
Yeah.
Because they always have some stupid game. Everyone's got a place that they struggle in the division, right? It's Miami for Buffalo for whatever dumb reason. I don't know why. They just do. God, do I trust the Patriots?
That's a great question.
I trust Mike Vrabel. That's the problem.
Based off what? Based off of...
I just think he's a hell of a coach. I really do.
I mean, it's hard to argue with.
I mean, listen, they got into the playoffs a couple years ago, and he was they were so close to upsetting the Chiefs. When was that? The first Super Bowl that they got there?
It was a guy named Ryan Tannehill.
God, I think
he was
Patriots,
a wide receiver for A&M.
All right, I got to go look at stupid schedules. No. Baltimore can't win enough games to get back in number one position. Right?
No.
I think Baltimore's here's what I think is going to happen. I'm not even worried about the number one seed. And look, this is also, I guess, it's a little disingenuous because I picked Baltimore to be my Super Bowl pick before the year. This has nothing to do with that. I feel like this is one of those, we always see these years. Broncos, matter of fact, I'll go back to the first Super Bowl the Broncos won. Back in 1996, the famous season everybody remembers, they were 13-3. They go to play Jacksonville. They're rolling. They get upset. Next year, they up and down a little bit. I think they were 12-4. They had to go to Kansas City. Everybody forgets that. They had to go to Kansas City because Kansas City actually won the division that year. I remember it just as a fan. I'm like, oh, you're going to smack around Jacksonville, get revenge for your loss last year, and then you're going to go to Kansas City, and that's going to be it because you never win in Kansas City. They found a way to beat Kansas City. They went into Pittsburgh, a place where they had lost earlier in the year. They won then, and then they go on and win the Super Bowl. I could see Baltimore in the year where everybody had given up on them by Halloween actually having that sort of arc to finally get another Super Bowl. What do you think of that there, Kreckman?
I don't know why it needed all that aggressiveness.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com/Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.